Hi everybody, how you doing? So the most questions I get are about menstrual cups. When I tell people that I use menstrual cups, people are always like, what is that, or how do you use it, or ooh, that's gross. How can you do that? So I just wanted to provide just a little bit of information about what in fact a menstrual cup is. So it's just a cup, literally a cup, that will collect your fluid. So most tampons and pads will actually absorb your fluid, but this will just collect it. So it's really easy. It's made out of silicone. So just a few reasons why I use it. One, I like to save money, and so a typical cup will run you about $30. On Amazon, it'll probably about $25, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. So it'll save you money over a period of time. One reason why I use it is it saves trash. So you literally just use this, you rinse it out, and then you can use it for every cycle. And so you're not going to buy one for every single cycle. So you just rinse it out, make sure it's clean, and you can use it again and again. So a lot of eco-friendly experts say you can use it for like up to 10 years or until there's signs of wear and tear on it. So this one I've never used before, so don't worry. It's brand new and clean. This is the Lily cup, the compact Diva cup. I think I got it on a Kickstarter, and I generally use the Diva cup. Yeah, it's a pretty color. But I generally use the Diva cup, which is a clear silicone material, and so I just haven't ever tried out the Lily cup. This one actually is compact. So it can travel with you. You can put in a little case that it comes with, and then you can put it in your purse, dirty or clean. But like I said, I've never used it before. But anyway, so back to why I use it. So it saves money. It's only one thing that you use. So if you don't buy tampons, if you forget to buy pads, you always have it. As long as it's clean, you'll be able to use it. Another reason why I like to use it is because pads and tampons, they're considered medical devices, and so they don't have to disclose the ingredients that they use. So fragrance is also considered a trade secret, so in any personal care products, companies don't have to disclose the fragrance. But so specifically for tampons and pads, you don't know what you're sticking inside your vagina, what you're using on every month for your cycle. So it's kind of creepy to me, if anything that you use safe, it should be for your personal hygiene, because that's the thing that's going to go inside your body, and you're going to use it for 5 days every month, or 3 to 7 days depending on your flow. But so a typical cup will hold 1 ounce of fluid, and on average a woman has about up to 2 ounces per cycle. So don't worry, it will hold the fluid that it needs to. You're not, as long as it's inserted correctly, it will, it will hold what it's supposed to. And let's see, what does it say? No one will know what it is. Oh yeah, no one will know what it is in the compact. Yeah, Jen. Yeah, just hide it in your purse, and no one will know what it is. And also, the Diva cup has a little drawstring, so you can keep it in here too, and keep it nice and clean in your purse if you need to. But so let me try to show you how to insert it. If I can place the camera, let me flip the camera around. Let's see if I can do it. So let's see if I can do this. Bear with me for a second, because I always get asked, okay, how do you insert it? So I have, let's see if you can see a bottle. So this is a rudimentary how-to. Sorry. So you're gonna fold it. So you're going to actually take the cup, and there's different brands. You're going to take the cup and fold it like that, and then you're going to insert it, and then you might have to twist it a little bit to make sure the seal is, so see how the cup, it's fully extended inside of the bottle, and that's how you're going to want it to be inside. And it's going to be on the lower part of your vaginal canal, so it's not going to go all the way up. So don't worry, it's not going to get lost. You'll be able to find it. Don't worry, it'll sit right here inside your vaginal canal. And then to take it out, you're going to pinch the bottom and then just move the finger up and break the seal, and then you'll pull it gently and kind of twist it out. And it's a little bit easier because your vagina is going to be softer than a glass bottle, so don't worry, it's a little bit easier with your body. And so then you release it. Yeah, this is a little more difficult than what you'll generally work with, so don't worry. And then you release it, and then you'll just empty out the fluids. And then if you want to, clean it out, you can, if you're near a sink, you can, just pour water in and clean it out. Or sometimes if I'm in like a public bathroom stall, I'll just take some tissue and just clean it out. It doesn't have to be really clean, don't worry. And then, make sure there's no fluids around it, clean it, and then you can insert it again. And it'll collect really well. And then when you get home, if you want, then you can clean it, just rinse it out really well, and then you can insert it again. So let's see, don't have any questions so far. Too difficult for you? Aw, no, it's easier when you're doing it, I promise. Yeah, it takes some practice, and so you might have to. Let me switch around again. It takes some practice to do it a few times, but once you get the hang of it, it's really super easy. And like I said, the glass bottle, it's not a perfect example. So your body is going to be much more soft and much more, it's going to be less dense than the glass bottle, I promise. But you will have to, make a seal when you do it. So when you, like, say you insert it, and it's folded, it's not going to collect. See? So you want to make sure that this is open, so it'll collect the blood. And like I said, the typical women releases about 2 ounces, and this will hold 1 ounce. So, if as long as it's inserted correctly, it will, it shouldn't leak. You might have to turn it a few times to make sure that it's properly, inserted. So do you have any questions so far? Oh, those cups are different sizes. Yes, so generally there are 2 sizes. One without, one you haven't delivered children, and one you have delivered children. So this is size B. For the Lily cup, it's size B, and so that's if you have delivered a child. And so this is going to be just a little bit larger than the other one. The other one is size A, and the Diva cup, I think it's size 1 and size 2. So like for myself, since I have 3 children, I use size 2. Let's see, are there any more questions? No. Oh, and then if you, say you just get, and it's brand new, and this is a brand new cup for those who just started to watch, this is brand new. You can boil it in water for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so it's sterile and clean, and then you can use it. And over time, it will get discolored a little bit, but don't worry, it's still going to be able to be used. So like I said, it'll last you about 10 years. And once you put it inside, it's very comfortable, and you're not going to be able to feel it. For me, it's a lot more comfortable than a tampon, and I like that it's less trash. But let's see if there's any more questions do you guys have? No? All right. So where do I store it when I'm not using it? I use the Diva cup right now, and I store it in the Diva bag, and so I just make sure it's clean in between cycles. I just rinse it out really well with fragrance-free soap, and then I put it back in here. A ver qué dice María. Lo mejor del mundo fue haber conocido la COP. Me quitó los cólicos menstruales y me disminuyó el fluyo. Yeah, so many people, it reduces their menstrual cramps. And for many people, they have also found that, their flow is a lot lighter. For me, I haven't experienced a lighter flow. Unfortunately, I have a pretty heavy flow, and it absorbs, or it collects everything that it needs to, and it hasn't leaked, even though I have a pretty heavy flow. So for me, the first 2 days are pretty heavy, and then it tapers off. And I use this overnight. I use it during the day. So I usually take it out and empty it in the morning, and then about lunchtime I empty it out, and then before I go to bed I clean it, and then I insert it, and so I use it overnight, and then I just repeat it. So you can keep use this for up to 12 hours at a time. So just take it out, rinse it, and then put it back in. So it can last 10 to 12 hours. So just tuned in. Would you use a panty liner for more security, or it's pretty leak proof? If you have a great seal, it's leak proof. So I don't use a panty liner, but you can. But since I like to just use less trash, I don't use anything. But yeah, it's really leak proof. But I think if you are just switching over and it's a brand new thing to you, then yeah, I would definitely use a panty liner just to make sure you won't have any leaks. So yeah, there you go. There's a Diva cup. There's a lot of different tutorials and questions and answers online. There's different brands. I'm just familiar with the Diva cup. That's the only one I have used. So I can only speak for the Diva cup, and it's very easy to use. The Diva cup actually has a really good website. You can go to the frequently asked questions, how to insert it. There's all sorts of questions and answers on there, and I'll be happy to answer more questions as needed. But yeah, if y'all have any other questions, let me know. Well, thank you for watching.